today we're going to make just some chocolate rounds, just biscuits. So this is probably one of the most simple recipes that you can actually make. It's quite good as well. You can start making it in the evening. It's a sort of 3-stage recipe. You need to chill the dough once it's made. So if you just made it in the evening and then you could chill it overnight and it'd be ready for the next day. So what we have here is 115 grams of butter, 175 grams of caster sugar, and we've already got, just waiting to be sieved, 225 grams of plain flour, 25 grams of cocoa powder, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and one already beaten egg. So the first wee bit is just the usual, almost like making a cake. You've got to cream the sugar and the butter together. So we'll just crack it and do that. It'll just take a wee minute. Now, as always, it is better if you can do it for a wee while, make it light and creamy, but for speed I will just crack it. Egg, should add it gradually, but again, just for speed we'll just pop it straight in. So you should add it gradually, give a wee whisk, add some more. Just stops it splitting. I'm going to just get a shot of these because we'll use the spoon now. So I've just, like I say, measured it. I'm not wanting too much in there, but if you just always sieve it in, just get rid of any of the bits, especially if your baking powder's maybe been lying about for a wee while. It tends to, well, you can see you've got some solids appearing. And then the usual prerequisite, health and safety, watch your knuckles. But if they don't feel like they're coming away, don't force them because they'll stay grainy. And then we're just needing to mix that together into a dough. It shouldn't take too long to come together. If you feel it's awfully dry, just add a little bit of milk or water. It could just be that your egg wasn't big enough. But I can feel this one coming together. Now all you're needing to do at this stage is, the reason I had it over a bowl there, the flour, was because then you could just capture a wee bit of flour onto your surface, because you're needing to just bring this together and knead it for just a second. And we'll just pop that out Kenny's Road. I probably should have taken my rings off for this, but never mind. I'll have fun catching it later. Now this is like your cookie dough, from the ice creams. If you make your ice cream, this is just your cookie dough. Right. Oh, excuse me. We'll just bring this together, and then all you're having to do now, it's up to you. I'm going to keep them as rounds, so I'm going to just create a sort of log shape. And keep it the same shape, or the same width rather, the whole way along. And then we're just going to wrap this in cling film. And like I say, if you've got time to, if you want to do it the night before, put this in the fridge for overnight. But if you don't, just 3 or 4 hours in the fridge. Come back to it after an hour and just reshape it again. And then pop it back into the fridge for another 3 hours. And then we'll come and do the next bit just in a little while. So, see you later. Okay. So this has had about 4 hours in the fridge. If you don't have 4 hours, just put it in the freezer for 30 minutes or so. And that'll be fine. But like I say, it's a great one to make the night before, and then all you're having to do is get up and slice them and cook them. Now we've already cooked a batch tonight, because that way you can actually see that they do spread a little on the tray. And Ken come in close here, so I'll just show you. I had roughly marked them. You should get about 12 thereabouts to each half, so 24 in total. I find it easier to half at first and then slice them. I'm not very good at working things out that way, so I would think I would go a bit askew if I was just trying to do 24. Now I think I've probably got a bit too many here, because I had actually 2 left over from my 12, so I'd got 14 the last time. But I don't know if Ken showed you there. As you see, I mean, they have started off just that size, so they have spread a little in the cooking. So, you know, just give them a bit of space in between. If they don't keep to their exact rounds, just give them a wee pat out. Try and have them as equal as possible. But I am not, whatever her name is, what's her name? Oh, here we go again. Prunella Leith? No. Oh, I can't remember her name. Anyway, lady from the Bake Off, sorry. Can't remember your name.
Prue.
Prue. It is just Prue, isn't it? Prue Leith. Or Paul Hollywood, who tells you that they have to be exactly the same. Now, they don't need to be exactly the same. The reason you want these cold is because they do misshape they go warm quite quickly and they do misshape, as you can see. They're starting to stick. Doesn't help the fact that I'm cooking my dinner, so the kitchen's quite warm. But if we just put them back into their shapes roughly. I'm fair down to taste this cookie dough, Kenny, because I was saying earlier that I think it's probably just what they use for the Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Because I never think it's cooked if you ever have the Ben. Not that I get Ben & Jerry's very often. The doctor that uses it, so I normally manage to steal a bit too on the expensive side for a tiny wee pot for me, but never mind. Cheapskates we are. But that'll be my next thing. I'll need to get myself an ice cream maker so as I can get the ice cream on. I don't suppose you need a machine, do you? Never actually tried making ice cream. Have you ever made ice cream? You? Behind
Me?
the camera?
No.
No? I know you've never made it. Well, as we've been together, so I suppose that's about 27 years, right enough. So that's a good bit of your life out the road. Brother has. He's made Bailey's, didn't he? He made a nice chocolate one and a Bailey's one. Oh, here, just whilst I'm patting these out, I must tell you, that's a week since we put our seeds in, and some of them are actually coming through. I'm all excited. I've got 2 or 3 wee leaves from each of them already, so that's really good. I'm really chuffed. So it looks like my sprouts and my leeks and my carrots are at least starting off okay. I'll just pop that to the side. I don't know whether I'll put that in the oven, give it to the girls. Right, 12 minutes, 180 degrees centigrade, which is 350 Fahrenheit, gas mark 4. So I've got them in the middle of the oven. It'll only take 12 to 13 minutes. So whilst we've got these on, I'll just set my timer here. 11, 12, 13, oh that's 15. Oh, it's jumping. There we go. Want to make our icing. So what we've got here is 75 grams of icing sugar and 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Now we're going to mix this with milk tonight, not water. So it should give it a reasonably creamy taste. To use my knuckles again. As always, comes with the health warning. Be careful. I have lost many a knuckle doing this because I get too fast. Rough and tumble. Milk. So 2 dessert spoons. Just start with 2 dessert spoons. Because you're wanting this to be quite a thick consistency. But if you feel you need to add milk. Not used to using milk in my icing. But if you feel you need to add it, just keep it handy. We'll see how it mixes in. And when this is ready, I'm just going to pop this into the fridge to stay cool whilst they're cooking and whilst the other ones are cooling. And then we'll just come back and ice them in a little while. I'm going to need some more. So that's going to be 3 dessert spoons. It'll just nothing's universal now. It'll depend on the size of your spoon, I suppose. So you get the idea anyway. We'll just have to keep going till it starts to mix in. Now here we go. It's amazing how it just suddenly becomes your paste. There you go. Now you've got your chocolate topping. So we'll just pop this into the fridge, keep it cool, and then come back once they've cooled down, once the cookies are cooled down, and we'll ice them then. See you in a wee while. Okay, These have had just about 13 minutes, and in my judgment anyway, they're ready. And they've actually held their round shape not too bad. Now all I'm going to do with these is just leave them on the tray just for a few minutes, because they will be reasonably soft still, so just allow them to harden up slightly before we put them on a cooling rack, and then we'll come back just in an hour or so and we shall just ice them. So see you in a wee while. Bye. Okay, as you can see, I've actually been and done most of them already. I probably didn't really need to show you this bit, because I mean, you're literally just icing them, and but must be honest, I didn't think this was going to do them all when I took it out, or when I started, but it actually has, so it is plenty. Can I just say, this might be the third time I'm saying this in this video tonight, so if it is, please ignore me, I'm just getting a bit data, I think. I can't remember if I told you to put it into cling film, to put it in the fridge, so just in case I didn't, that's important, make sure you put it into cling film. Apart from anything else, it's a great way to get your sausage shape, and then obviously easy to keep it cool, because then you can take it out after the hour, like I said, to reshape it and just give it another bit of a squidgy roll. Up to you how you want to do these. I mean, if you wanted to, you could just roll the pastry out, the dough out, and pop it onto a tray to go cold again, and then cut them, cut them into whatever shapes that you fancy. But this is an easy way to do it, and it's actually a great way to get the kids involved, bearing in mind it's the Easter holidays. Whatever sprinkles you want on top. I was asking the girls, all, you know, my girls 25 and 20-year-old, but they're still girls, they're still bairns, and they wanted gold nugget crunch things and sprinkles. So gold nuggets and sprinkles is what they've got. Don't think they ever grow up, do they? But anyway, that is how easy it is to just make your own chocolate biscuits at home. And as always, if you need to consult, the recipe will be up on the orkneynews.scot, and so if you want to check with the quantities and everything, you'll catch it all there. Thank you for watching. Give it a try. Let me know how you get on. Thank you. Bye.